Hey guys, welcome to another GameXplain discussion. I'm your host, Andre Seegers, and as you can see, we're coming to you live from E3. Well, live for us, not necessarily for you, but it'll be close enough, so it's effectively live. Anyways, we are here to give our quick reactions and discussion, probably a really short one, about the Star Fox content coming to Starlink just announced in the Ubisoft press conference. So, this was a surprise, right?
Yeah.
Because you guys have an interesting story, because you were actually watching the conference live while Tom and I were off being Shake Shack.
Yeah.
Because you were so invested in Ubisoft.
Oh, you know it.
Right.
And so, you guys had the thing on the TV, you were watching the conference, and then, you're like, you weren't even paying attention, right?
Well, we were like paying half attention.
We just got off DK Adventure, they were talking about Starlink. Usually there's an easy break, like, hey, we're going to talk about this thing. That's when you look up at the TV and pay attention. But all of a sudden, you heard the...
when Derek was working on an update, and then I just, like, suddenly heard, like, that, and I'm like, what, Derek? Dude, record right now! Just hurry up! And so we thought...
I dive over the table, hit the record button to get it, because that's what I'm used to with these Nintendo things, but of course Ubisoft had it up on their YouTube channel right away. So.
Right. And, of course, it was still Starlink, but my first thought was, oh my god, Star Fox Grand Prix, Ubisoft is making it, Derek, hit record right now! And then after he already leapt up out of the sofa, like, it was obvious that it was not Star Fox Grand Prix, but something else. And it was like, what in the world is going on here? Yeah.
What a surprise. Like, who saw this coming?
Yeah.
I have to say, like, I mean, as surprising as it is as well, but I also just loved how they revealed, like, having the classic Star Fox chatter. Like, that's such a great way to bring back, like, to catch the attention of us old school fans. But that hasn't been used in a Star Fox game since the original, I don't think.
No.
I don't think so.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
And also, like, I think the whole point of this DLC probably is to draw attention to this game. Because, I don't know about you guys, but, like, right before the discussion, I'm like, what the hell Starlink? Like, looking it up, like, finally looking up trailers, like, what is this game?
Yeah.
And also some previews just came out, too, right, during the conference, right?
Yeah, so. The embargo dropped, apparently, for some outlets, and they talked about it, and we got a better idea of exactly what the game's like, which is basically, they described it as kind of like No Man's Sky, except it's a little bit more focused, it's not procedurally generated. Smaller, and you have like options where you could either save this person or this person, you have to make choices in those cases. And we were looking at this description and like, this sounds like it would be pretty good as just a Star Fox game. Like, how do you want to make a new Star Fox? Do this!
That's the funny thing, is that who knows how good this game will end up being, or the Star Fox component, but the most promising looking Star Fox game might be in a game that's not even Star Fox related originally at all. So.
Yeah, I mean, just a little snippet of gameplay we saw, I was like, this looks like a way more interesting Star Fox game than Star Fox Zero. Like, this is what I wanted to play.
That's harsh. I actually like Star Fox Zero. So,
I liked it, but it's just saying way more interesting in the sense that, Zero was like 64 for a third time.
It's
like,
true,
it was just like, come on.
As a concept, like, married to the No Man's style type of gameplay, that is kind of closer to, like, where Star Fox should be going, I think.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to, like, go from planet to planet, rescuing that planet, saving the people, getting missions, taking care of Andross's forces, and going on, and maybe they can even put in Star Fox 2-like stuff, where you have to go back to planets because new things happened. Like, it'd be really interesting.
Well, I was going to say, though, how much Star Fox content do you think we can actually expect? Because maybe it's more like Soul Calibur back in the day, where we get one, like, let's say Link as a fighter, and maybe you have to play as Fox. And it looked like they had the whole squadron of armies.
Yeah, the wingman, a horror of them.
But how much do you think we can expect? Like, maybe a couple of missions?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if it's about exclusive missions or anything like that. It's probably just, hey, you get to drive around as Fox in the R-Wing, doing what you normally do.
That's kind of what I'm thinking, but looking at the kit, though, they announced, the whole setup, I'm thinking there probably has to be some story exclusive missions here. Like,
that would be cool.
That's the hope.
But I think at the very least, it's just going to be, here's the R-Wing, here's Fox, have some missions.
Right. Now, not only is this a No Man's style type of game, and I don't know if that's really the best description going off the preview.
Yeah.
But I do want to mention real quick, by saying that and saying the levels are actually designed unlike No Man's Sky's procedurally generated levels, that catches my attention way more than, like, I like it when levels are actually crafted as opposed to just being randomly generated, essentially.
I've never been a fan of procedural generation, no matter what the genre is. It's just not, because there are always these little ways you can tell that these levels were not hand-crafted, not hand-designed, and I just always prefer that personal touch, that human touch.
Absolutely. I forget where I was going with the line. I thought I had a whole thing planned out. I had the thing ready to go.
Well, we did want to mention how it's Starlink kind of is entering the market at an interesting time, because the Toys to Life, it's essentially a Toys to Life space game when Toys to Life is kind of dying. I mean,
Right. I mean, the Lego is dead. Skylanders is effectively dead.
Yeah.
Disney's Infinity is gone.
It's gone, and then there's Amiibo, and they're doing okay, but it feels like it's kind of leveling out now.
Right.
Like
Winding down a little
winding
bit,
down
too.
a little bit. Yeah. So
You can actually buy them.
Such a great
I walked into a store
Yeah.
and see like
No problem.
mounds of Kid Icarus and Pit and Palutena. I'm like, sure.
Say, I don't want them now that I can get them.
yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, so it's kind of an interesting time to be releasing another Toys to Life game. But this one's taking a slightly different angle with it. It looks like in this case, you're actually plugging your controllers into the shell, right? And then you plug other parts like the vehicle itself. In this case, like the R-Wing or Star Fox, you put that into the shell, I believe, right? And then you plug in other weapons into the R-Wing,
and it changes up your weapons and what you can do with it. So it's interesting. It seems like the controller would be a little heavy and a little awkward. to
Right.
have.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The
are you
R-Wing
tilting the
on
entire
there.
thing around then?
That's
or?
the thing. I don't know if it's like a gyroscope type thing
Right.
or what's going on with it. Yeah, not quite sure.
It's kind of, I kind of like the, okay, so as one, like, I'm kind of over the whole plastic, toys crap thing.
Yeah.
So on the one hand, I'm like, more of this. On the other, I do kind of like how they're actually bringing, adding that more dynamic element where you can swap out, hot swap parts, I guess.
Yeah.
Which is something I kind of wanted from Mario Kart originally. Like, wouldn't it be cool to get, like, adding different wheels via Amiibo, or, like, for any game, customize your Amiibo to change the gameplay.
Yeah.
So that's kind of cool, I think. That's a different angle for it a bit. I don't know if, do you think with the fact it is Toys to Life that they're gunning for, that's not the right term, that they're aiming for a younger demographic?
Yeah.
Just say it.
Oh,
God,
man.
Tom.
Oh, there goes our YouTube monetization.
Wow.
No.
I mean, it does, of course. I mean, that's certainly the audience they're going for. But at the same time, again, it feels like they're a little late to the party, possibly.
Yeah.
Like it just feels like they're showing up to the party, like just as everyone's kind of starting to leave. And it's so. I think there's potential there, and again, especially because of Star Fox. Like this may get people to pay attention who hadn't previously. But at the end of the day, how significant is that content?
Right, that's a question. I think,
Yeah.
and I hope it's significant. It may not be. It could just be like you're playing as an R-Wing now, and that's basically it. You get.
Right.
We did see some R-Wing possibly exclusive maneuvers like the barrel rolls, also using charge shots that look like. Again, that could be different. I don't know. I don't remember if that was gameplay or part of the cinematic trailer.
I think it was gameplay.
Gameplay, okay,
Yeah, I
it
think it
did
was
look like gameplay.
Yeah.
So that's cool. So it looks like it will be carrying over some of those mechanics. So hopefully there is some kind of story element tied to it. Maybe Andros enemies. Hopefully not the Aperoids.
Yeah, no. Well, speaking of story elements, you mentioned something funny earlier, which was kind of a joke, but you were like, does this canonize humans in the Star Fox universe?
Right. I want to know.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe F-Zero does take place in the same universe.
This is,
Right.
this is how it all
It's
ties
all-
together.
yeah.
now.
It's all through
You know,
Starlink. There you go.
This is
It's
top
the
class
Starlink.
universe building here. Yeah.
I like it.
I like it. Nice. Nice.
So,
Well, I was going to say, by going there, talking about F-Zero and stuff, does this mean that they're sort of bringing Star Fox out, that we can expect more Star Fox announcements for something else bigger?
That is true. I mean,
like
Yeah.
intergalactic race, like a Grand Prix.
I don't know what you're talking about.
yeah.
Yeah, right. That's the thing is, I mean, whether or not Star Fox Grand Prix is real, but especially if it is, it's kind of cool to see Star Fox having any sort of presence
After
for
Star Fox
anything.
Zero.
After
Yeah.
Zero. Like, I feel like Star Fox fans should feel really lucky that Fox is still doing anything right now, like this
Right.
year at least.
Yeah.
So that's great. I mean, it's great to see him just. I mean, it is clear to me that Nintendo really loves the character and loves
Well,
the franchise.
Miyamoto himself said that he
Miyamoto's- yeah.
wanted to do more with Star Fox.
True, and he was
Yeah.
there in attendance at
Yep.
the
Yeah.
so it's great to see that Fox still has a job right now, and,
It's true.
and hopefully, we'll see what happens with Grand Prix. But
Yeah, so this has some interesting implications, I think, both for the future of Star Fox. It seems like it is promising, even in light of some of his more recent relative failures. Although, to be
Yeah.
fair to Zero, it was on the Wii U, so that's not all of Star Fox.
Yeah, exactly.
yeah,
I still don't see them porting Zero over to Switch anytime soon.
No, I don't
Yeah.
either. I mean, they have to really fundamentally change the game in that case.
True.
But also beyond that, this is yet another initiative from Nintendo, and they're like branching out, like working with partners. Ubisoft, as they touched on during the conference, they've always had a strong relationship with Nintendo. That's partially why they were able to do this. They've already had Mario plus Rabbids. They've had the DK DLC coming now, which is also in this press conference. Now Star Fox, and while they've been talking for years, that they wanted to explore more partnerships of this. So do you think we may be seeing more things of this nature down the line?
I've already got one in mind. Just Dance in Your Rhythm Heaven. Done. That one's free. That one's free. No, but no, totally. I mean, it's clear to me that this Nintendo Ubisoft partnership is a very strong one. It's continuing. Of course, both parties were super happy with Mario and Rabbids. Like, that could not have gone better for anybody. So with this at Star Fox, I think it's pretty safe to say that we're going to get a long-term partnership between Nintendo and Ubisoft.
Assassin's Creed Hyrule.
Yeah, there you go.
Hey, and touching on Mario Rabbids again, this one didn't leak ahead of time.
No.
So, could you imagine if there had been rumblings of a Toys R Us Star Fox game?
Oh my god. Oh man, yeah.
Without the context, like, oh boy.
Yeah. I guess final question then is, are you now curious? Are you more curious now about Starlink? Like, do you think you can actually give it a shot? I should stop using these gun terms.
Well, how about curious for, what is it, $75?
Yeah, it's $75. You do get a lot of plastic crap in there for that $75. I mean, it's a big R-Wing, so there you go. I don't need that, honestly.
Yeah.
I'm not even the biggest Star Fox fan. Like, I enjoy the character, I enjoy what it's about, but I'm not really...
You know who is the biggest Star Fox guy?
Yeah, I like Star Fox a lot, but again, I don't $74.99 for a specific part of an overall game like Star Fox. Plus all those, again, all that plastic crap just, all lying around my place. Like, I don't need that. It's just I love Star Fox, but not for $75 in one sliver of content.
Derek, you go to a townhouse, you'll have room. And
that's true.
Yeah, that's true. I bought a new place.
Yeah,
you got it full with all kinds of plastic stuff.
There you go.
What if that plastic crap unlocks new Star Fox lore?
Oh man!
Oh man! I mean,
more Slippy's ex-wives.
That's true. Okay, if it unlocks like a Slippy's ex-wife like DLC story, I'm in for like 150, not even 75. Just double the price. I'm in for a story just detailing the past of Slippy's ex-wife.
Gotta save Slippy's children, and they're just a bunch of tadpoles.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, right.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's neat. Like, I think it's a cool idea. Like, it's not, it's just a smart way to kind of expand Star Fox as well as Starlink. Like, this really seems like the perfect collaboration.
Yeah,
it's going to allow people who are already interested in Starlink to, be reacquainted with Star Fox, and then people who, who weren't going to pay attention to Starlink at all originally or may not have, like, they may now check it out, like, pick it up, like, hey, that looks kind of interesting. So, we'll see.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to wait for the game to see if the actual core game itself is pretty good. Because $75 US is like $1 billion Canadian. But Ubisoft, call me Ubi surprised.
Nice.
Well played. Although we should end on that. Oh, we're gonna say something.
I was gonna say, I mean, like if Starlink itself ends up being really cool, I mean, I can see myself getting into it. And, like, obviously, I would get the Switch version, and I would want that Fox content. But like, if the game itself isn't that enticing, then I'm not going to spend $75 for Star Fox content, essentially.
Yeah.
The plastic element still holds me back, even if the game is pretty good.
What if it were cardboard?
I didn't buy Labo, so no.
I will say just one final thing. I thought the production of the trailer, for as short as it was still pretty cool.
Yeah.
Like, I like the model of Star Fox. It seems to be based on the Zero design, I think.
Yes.
I thought that was a strong design, so that's cool. And also, again, I like the retro sound bites there, but the music also really caught my ear.
Yeah.
The music was cool.
It was really cool.
Yeah. So it was interesting too because it opened with the Super Nintendo chatter, but then it's like later in the trailer we actually hear it. It's like let's go boys, it's rock and roll. I'm like, so
and it sounded like what's his name, Mike. I think
I know you're
the original
about.
voice actor. It sounded like they brought him back again.
Or they used a voice clip. One of the two.
It sounded like it might have been lifted from Star
Zero.
Fox.
It could have been Zero. That's true.
Yeah.
So, regardless, I'm actually a little bit excited. I'm not like jumping on my seat like Derek was for Kingdom Hearts 3 or anything, but I'm curious now. Like, I'll check it out. So, any final thoughts, guys, or is that it?
Nah, I think I'm good.
All right.
Good.
Yeah, I'm good. We need a seat belt for these announcements.
Right? Yeah.
Hey, we may tomorrow if they show off Grand Prix, right? So,
yeah, that's
true.
Who knows?
All right, with that, I think we're about done here, guys. So thanks for watching. Of course, stay tuned to GameXplain for tons more from E3. As you can see, we have a custom banner now behind
Nice.
right?
Yes.
So we'll have lots more, hopefully, from around this table. Or maybe this will be it, and we just waste a ton of money on this poster.
I get it. Yeah.
I mean, got PlayStation and Microsoft to discuss.
That's true.
So.
Yeah. So
Daily wrap-ups.
that's true. So we'll be back. Stay tuned. Catch you guys later. Bye.